It's the home of the Heat here in Miami as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer
so you got Ben
David
Wallace coming
Aldridge.
off the bench.
Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Charlotte Hornets.
Here we go.
There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways. There's still plenty of physicality in the modern game. Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Here's Garnett.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Garnett with it. Picked up by Battier. Hits the jump hook.
Well, the fifth player in NBA history to lock
Can't you be
more than
impatient like you are in football,
50,000
man?
minutes. KG still getting it done inside.
No, I'm just.
Now
Sure.
here's Roy. Pass to Jokic. Back to Roy. Clock at 6. The rebound by Garnett. Here's Jackson.
How
And
did
the
you
call
foul
on the
him,
shot
man?
that sends him to the line. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
Well, the prototypical modern-day power forward comes about as a result of KG paving the way.
Now, here's Roy. Beyond the arc. That shot off the mark. We've seen a quick start here for the Wizards. 6-point lead. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now, here's Richardson. Here's Wembanyama. And nothing is falling for him right now. Washington leading now by 8. Here's Jackson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Poked loose.
Come on.
And stolen by Payton. Shot from 16. And that's good off the glass that time.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Heat trailed by 10. Here's Francis. Jokic with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Garnett. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Jackson misses.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
How is that your ball, man? If I ain't even had control of the ball and they still let you steal it. Garbage.
So it's the Wizards now. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's
You got to be kidding.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And Wembanyama launches it from deep.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Payton up top. And the dunk by Payton.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And there's the call on Roy. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And stolen by Miller.
And tried to break him down with the crossover, but the quick hands on D, and suddenly we're going the other way.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And it's the Heat with the ball, trailing by 13. Now Roy.
Wrong button.
Here's Wembanyama.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
On the wing, Jackson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job scoring in transition.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
The Heat trailed by 16, and Gary Payton is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Wizards,
That's him having a rough start.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now here's Hardaway. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Hey, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
Great find by Jokic, the best passing center I've ever seen.
Here's Hardaway. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Heat trailed by 16. Driving in. And that one's good, Francis.
The quickness of Francis, so good at getting to the basket.
Wallace outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Miller, no up. Washington leading now by 14. Here's Chenier. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Phil Chenier.
The Heat making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
To the inside. Sampson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, that was a nice find by Francis. He spots a wide open man and hits him in rhythm.
Granger misses. And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything.
Everything falling.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback.
Not so.
And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Hardaway, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And here's Miller. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Sigma. And stolen by Richardson. Pass to Gay. Here's Sampson. Wallace left side. To the middle.
No.
He takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence
Bad
for this
release
group.
on my part.
Here's Chenier. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat trailed by 10. Here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Pass to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Hardaway, no good.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this
You had to
quarter.
foul
He
him.
cannot buy one.
Make sure you prevent. Oh man.
Substitutions for your Heat.
Here's Sampson. He's got 6.
Oh, that's some bullshit right there.
Wallace, right side. Hardaway.
I ain't even see him slip on the
Banked in
move
off
like
the
that.
glass.
Good one.
Hardaway has got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Sampson. Rebound by the Wizards. Inside. Here's Wallace. Kicks it out to Granger. Buries the long-range jumper.
The hell left him open?
Granger's got himself on the board with 3 here.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. We know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
Down low. Here's Chenier. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway.
Assist from
And the Wizards lead by 11.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Wallace.
Oh, I'm up here thinking I had the
The
ball.
wing Hardaway. He's got 6. Bank shot, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to Wallace. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Wallace. Here's Chenier. Sampson pulls it in. The Heat trailed by 9. Here's Roy. Sinks that one from the post. Roy's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this second quarter has
Here we
proven
go.
to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Happy to see that one go.
Even
in
that
for
damn
second
floater,
make and 5
man.
attempts.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again
Why
set
would you do a
records for
layup?
attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity.
That's my
Silver
fault.
says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. Wallace a screen. Here's
Come
Chenier.
on, man.
And the shot goes down. Chenier's got 8 points.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Wallace a screen. Driving the lane. And it's sent back by Wallace.
And this is why Wallace is an elite-level defender, has a great sense of timing for when to rise up and contest shots.
Granger outside. Shot clock at 5. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The word you hear most about Granger is efficient. Good for mid-range, draws a lot of fouls, can score even when the D has all of his attention.
And he's good on the second. GA when it
Oh,
comes
come
to the
on,
Wizards,
man.
they have a pretty spotty
Look
track
for that
record
shit.
over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck. Only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent. And once Roy takes that first step, the defense knows trouble is on the way. And then he's just able to slice right through them.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Jokic with the steal. Here's the break. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Good. Jokic can indeed take a little contact.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes
Oh, he
easier.
can steal all he wants when I'm
2
catching the
for 2
ball.
at the line so far.
When I ain't even got control of the ball, he can steal it from me. But when I try to go for a steal, I get called for a foul.
Shooting for Washington,
And he makes the first.
Phil Chenier. 2.
He hits both from the stripe.
I don't want to hear it.
Knocked away. Roy fires from way outside. And so it's Washington up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Richardson outside. Drops in the layup for 2.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
But not be a bucket.
The Heat trailed by 10. Now, here's Jokic. Battier with him. And it's Wallace picking him up. And Jokic is good on the three.
The three-point stroke from Jokic, it just looks confident.
Here's Shanir. Pass to Wallace. And stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here comes Miami. Outside Roy. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Roy's got 8.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
To the paint. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. The Heat trailed by 5. Battier outside. Pass to Jokic. Inside. And then Yama with the aggressive.
Where's my foul at?
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And so here is Miami. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the middle. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Garnett outside. Back to Robinson. And stolen by Wembanyama. Miller outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Deflects the pass. And taken away by Roy. And then Roy with the jam.
Man, Roy can fly.
Offensive rebound.
Way to defend the floater for once.
Second shot opportunity. Here's Payton. That's good. And
Good one.
So
And one nothing I could do about that one.
6 points for Gary Payton.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Francis. Pass to Jokic. Six on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Jokic rising up.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Garnett can't get it to go. Now the Heat with it. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Here's Francis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Johnson right side. Back to Payton. Outside Robinson. And Miami making a change here.
Personal foul. First team foul. Now in the game, number 20, Michael Ray Richardson.
Payton looking it over. 6 to shoot. And he drops it in from the low post. Payton's got 8 points.
That's a finish for the purists out there. The lightest of touches on the finger roll.
Pass to Wembanyama. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
First team foul.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And the basket by Payton.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Roy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That's on David Robinson.
Second team foul.
A willingness to get physical. Roy takes the hit and still gets off the shot.
The Heat making a switch here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Wizards with the lead. Payton with the ball. 10 points for him. Pass to Johnson. For 3. Rebound by Wallace.
Wizards foul. Jim Jones.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Wizards.
Third team foul.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing.
Nah, it was the right. He found the right person.
Resulted in a number of blocks.
Shit.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers. Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Now the Wizards with it. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it. I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Al Richardson. Pass to Miller. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. Connects from three-point range. Miller's got his third basket of the night.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Wallace outside. A 3-ball. Payton gets the rebound.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Left side, Miller. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Washington out in front, leading by a point. And time for the short break. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. At one point, they led by 16. And that one.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has. A true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better. Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second
fan
half.
going in the background.
Payton outside. To the inside. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. On defense, the Heat. They trail by 1. 5 on the clock. Here's Garnett.
Nope.
Nice defense from Wallace.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting.
Oh, man, I had it.
Outside Roy. There's the 3. Rebound, Washington.
What are you talking about? It was Reggie Miller that made the 3-pointer last time, not Brandon Roy.
Garnett, right side. Outside Robinson.
He better not make
It
that.
doesn't go for him. Nice defense from Wallace. Here's Roy. And then Roy with the jam.
He just makes scoring look so effortless. It's why you love watching Roy play the game.
Outside Jackson. A putback. Here's Payton.
Shit.
Garnett wide open.
I'm glad he missed it.
The Heat with the lead.
He's on.
Pass to Francis.
Oh, I had it.
It's back to Battier. Here's Roy. Guarded by Jackson. Roy can't.
Damn, Roy, you should have dunked that.
No one near Payton as he lets it go.
Good shot.
Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Payton's got 10 points here in the second half.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Takes it inside. Francis' shot is off. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Here's Robinson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Fucking way, man.
And the formula is simple for these guys. Get Robinson the ball near the hoop and watch the Admiral operate.
Outside Roy.
That's what I wanted.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
So all teams changing it up here. So he gets them both. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome.
Damn, they made me go back court, man. Should have called the timeout.
There, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Here's Chenier. It's hauled in by Richardson. Here's Battier. On the wing, Brandon Roy. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Jokic in the corner. Shoots the 3. Washington with the rebound. Wallace outside. Pass to Chenier. Now here is Hardaway. Richardson covering. And here is Hardaway. That one goes in.
Pitch.
And the Wizards lead by 3.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Richardson outside. Wembanyama outside. It's hauled in by Sigma. Wizards leading by 3.
Shit.
Inside. And
wow.
contact on the shot,
Really?
so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Again, I mean, he win the fourth quarter. That's his first foul.
Good on both.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The Heat making a switch here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Hardaway with a wide open look. And another miss by Washington. The Heat trailed by 5. Miller outside. He can't get it to go.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look at that.
Pass to Green. Miller outside. Down low. And Jokic throws it down.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Here's Miller, and it's Miller with the jam.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow, a play that might come to define this game.
If anyone wants to know where the momentum turned, that may have been it right there.
Hardaway with it. Now Green defending. Pass to Wallace. Back to Hardaway. Over Green. Hardaway, no good.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Outside for Wembanyama to take the lead. It counts.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And there's the foul.
Shit.
It's on Jalen Green.
Had a foul to give. It's all right.
On defense, the Heat. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. A floater.
Let's go.
Puts it away. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up the shot clock violation. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now.
Oh, so how's it? Okay. Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh.
Now here's Richardson.
Great game. I didn't know it was a shot clock violation. I didn't know that. I had no idea.
They continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
Great game. Great game, man. Pulled it off. Oh, you talking that layup? I had that floater. I had to come get it with Wemby, man. I knew he was gonna try to do it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
No, I moved him. I moved him over there. If I hadn't ran him over there to block that, you would have got it. That was his first block of the game too. I literally had to run him over, switch to him, and run him over there. As soon as you threw that ball up, I hit it. I slapped it down. Had to do it. Who? Oh, you can play Indian. I'm about to go to work. Y'all played all y'all games already? Oh, yeah, you only had 2. That's right.